Hey, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God. Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who are storming this truth. I want to give a peace and blessings to Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth and I'd like to do so. It's going to be a quick video, Lord willing, is edifying to you, Akim, Lord willing, and answer any questions that Akim might have. And we understand, right? At the being at the time of the end, right? We understand that a lot of events have to happen, right? So martial law, famine, of wars among the people, rumors of wars. So we understand that these are the time of the end, but scriptures say, it's not the end yet, but all these things shall come before the end. Okay. And what is the end? What is the ultimate destruction? We understand that the ultimate destruction ends with what? Fire. Okay. But we gotta understand where the fire is gonna come from. Okay, the fire is gonna come from thermonuclear missiles, man. And I'm going to break it down and I'm going to prove it. And Lord willing to answer any questions that anybody have. Okay, this is Malachi 4:1. It says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness, arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall." Now look, when you go back to 1, it says, the day coming that shall burn as an oven, man. Okay, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. So a day is coming that's going to burn. Okay, a day is coming that's going to burn. Now, what's going to cause that day? What's going to cause that fire to kindle? Okay, we got to understand that this lake of fire is going to come from missiles, man. I'm going to get it. Okay, because when you go to John, right, the 8th, I think it's the 8th or the 9th chapter, it tells you, he gave a description of what he saw. And he saw missiles, man, 200,000 of them, which is 200 million of them, right? 200 million of them being shot over here, man, being shot over here. Now, I'm going to prove that it's missile. Now, when you read the Bible, it's symbolic. It doesn't say missile. It doesn't say, ICBM. It doesn't say bomb or anything like that. Okay, but they were using what they saw to describe the things. They were using what they saw in the present time to describe the things that they saw in the vision, which the things are to come. Okay, this is 2 Ezra 16, and I'll start at 13. It says, "This for strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world." Right, so they're not going to be missed when they begin to be shot to the ends of the world. Now, what type of arrow can be shot from one part of the earth to the other part of the earth? Okay, if you're thinking about a physical arrow, that's not possible. Okay, it says, "Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled," right? So the fire is started, right? So you got an arrow that's being shot from one side of the earth to the other side of the earth. Now, all of a sudden, the fire is started. Well, what started the fire? The arrow. It says, "And shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth." Like as an arrow, which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. Woe is me, who should deliver me in those days, knowing that, he had to come back in these days. But I'm gonna keep reading, but let me touch on 16 real quick. It says, as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, Even so, the plagues that shall be sent. What plague is going to be sent, man? What's one of the plagues that's going to be sent? That fire. Okay, that's the ultimate end game when they get to burning, man. And by that time the elect has to be delivered out of here, man. Lord will, I'm part of the elect on the 1/3. Lord will, I'm a part of the elect on the 1/3 who will do this thing in truth, in sincerity and really try to edify, you know. But yeah, this is gonna be the end of this gonna be the end of America, man. But before this comes, what are you gonna have to have? You're gonna have to have rioting. You're gonna have to have looting. You're gonna have to have earthquakes in diverse places. You're gonna have to have all out confusion, man, until you get some type of, and before you can get any type of good, man. And I made a video saying that. Okay, it has to get a lot worse. It got to get. It's gonna get worse before it gets good, and that's what we have to understand. It's gonna get worse before it gets good. It ain't gonna get good. Okay, the only time it's gonna get good from here on out is when the kingdom is being established, when the elect is being delivered out of this place. Man, it says, the 17. It says, woe is me, who would deliver me in those days. This is 18. It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. Right. And what is he explaining? He's explaining the time of the end. What did Yahweh Shai say? To look for, earthquakes in diverse places, upwards among the people. Okay? Wars, rumors of wars. He's seeing the same thing. It says, and the powers shall stand in fear. And who else saw this? Jeremiah, right? With Jacob's trouble. So everything Esdras is breaking down, that's Jacob's trouble, man. When you go up and then when you go into 15, when you go into 15 and you start reading and understanding, that, when it says they shall not have pity upon their neighbor and things of that nature. It says, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Right. And we understand, and he knew he had to come back and teach, and ultimately he's here now, man, teaching, get this. Yeah, man, you gotta really break down and get the metaphors that's in the scriptures. You gotta, certain things represent certain things. Like, it doesn't say America in the scriptures, but it says Sodom and Egypt. It says the virgin daughter of Babylon. I'm trying to find it where it says something else. It says let's see if I could melt in their holes. Oh man, hold on. I think it's a Zechariah, if I'm not mistaken. Bear with me 1 second. What is it, man? I'm sluggy out here. I should consume away. Let me see. Sluggy, bear with me. Right here. This is Zechariah 14 and 12. It says, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. A movie that show you that is a movie with Sarah O'Connor. I think it's the Terminator, where she was on the gate and that fire was lit and she was, her flesh was literally consumed away while she was on her feet. Okay, it says, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and what's going to have that? What's going to have these things consume away? That fire, man. The fire is the end all, the end game, man. And even how I'm gonna get it before I slander. I'm gonna get it right here. This has um you know what? Because when you read up, the disciples were asking. I start at 3. This is Matthew 24:3. It says, "And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world?" Now look, they're asking, hey, what should be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? So Yahushua is going to explain what to look for in the end of the world. And everything he's explaining is what's going on. It says, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right. So all these things must come to pass, right? Wars, rumors of wars, but the end is not yet. And then he further explains in 7, it says, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And all these are the beginning of sorrow. So all those are the beginning of sorrow, man. All these things are the beginning of sorrow. Now, when you go to 2 Ezra 15, what you always get, right? And I'm just kind of touch on a couple things. I'm not going to read through the whole thing, but when you go to 2 Ezra 15, you start at 1, you go all the way down. It tells you, it tells you of wars among the people. It tells you, about martial law. It tells you about Jacob's trouble. So everything that the prophets were seeing back then, they all link up to what's going on now. So we got to understand that when you hear wars, rumors of wars, yes, those are signs of the time of the end, right? But the end, right? The end, what's going to consume all that is that fire, Let me see, smell smoke. No, that's not it. I mean, that's talking about when you help shot come back. You smell the smoke. Let me see something real quick. But yeah, when you go to Revelations 15, it tells you the upwards among the people. And let me see. Give me 1 Kings falling. These are 1 second again. Slocky. I'm trying to find that script. Brother could put it in the comments where it says for 1 hour. Oh, man. Oh, this might be right here. Yeah, this might be right here. One second. I want to make sure I'm getting. This might be it. It says, this it says this is Revelation 18:16. It's another one I'm looking for, but it says, and saying the last, that great city that was clothed with fine linen and purple and scarlet, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught. Right? So great riches is come to naught. So what's going to destroy it in that 1 hour? Well, what's going to destroy it in that 1 hour is what? Those thermonuclear fire, man. Yeah, this is it. This is I'm gonna go up. Revelations 18:9. It says, nope, 18 and 7. It says, how much she hath glorified. Now, that she is talking about America. It says, how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit as a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her place come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire. Okay, so she's going to be utterly burnt with fire, man. You know, America's going to be utterly burnt with fire. The virgin daughter of Babylon, right, which hasn't been popped yet, but it's going to be popped by 200,000 missiles, is going to be utterly burnt with fire. Okay, it says, shall be utterly burnt with fire, for strong is the Lord Yahweh who judges her, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Okay, and the smoke of her burning is what? That's the end. That's the end. So we get Yahweh Shai. He was explaining the things to look for. Okay, we understand that this is the end. And like this is when, you know, by the time, like I said in the beginning of the video, by the time these missiles drop, the like in the 130 has to be, before they drop, has to be delivered out of here, and they're gonna meet Yahweh Shai in the air, man. It says, and Lord will, I'm part of the elect of the 1/3. Lord will, and you brothers are part of the elect of the 1/3. It says, for strong is the Lord Yahweh who judges her, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her, and shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. Okay? Yeah, so for in 1 hour is that judgment come. So you're going to have upwars among the people, famines, earthquakes in diverse places, right? Jacob trouble, all that. You know, you're going to have all that. And guess what? At the end of all that is what? At the end of all that is thermonuclear fire, which is going to consume, you know, America in an hour, man. Okay? It's going to consume America in an hour, man. You know, and after that, guess what? Guess who's going to be set up? The kingdom. Okay, and guess who's going to rule? The elect and the 140, the elect, which is the 144,000 and 1/3 of the elect. You know, Yahweh Shai being joint heirs. Yahweh Shai is Yahweh Shai's kingdom, but the elect is going to rule, being joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. Okay, and the elect is going to rule, man. You know. And then the king is going to be set up, and these other nations are going to have to serve us. So, yeah, like I keep saying in the videos, it's going to get worse. But I understand the flip side of it getting worse. I understand that, you know, this is the worst it's going to get. But after that, the kingdom is going to be set up. And the place of our captivity is going to be destroyed, which is America. Okay? So with that, Lord willing, video was edifying. Lord willing, brothers got something from this video. Lord willing, answer any other questions that brothers might have. With that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. I want to say shalom to Yakim. Stay up, keep pushing, shalom.